What's going on, everybody? We've been active in here, I see. Where have I been? I always say, I was there and you weren't here. Now I'm here and you're not there. Okay, I'm going to look at my lag time. Lag. About 7 seconds to lag. Okay, here's the deal, guys. I was going to make this knife. I got a fillet knife here. I was going to make this for the tonight's giveaway. I got a fillet knife blank here, the sheath, and the handles. I want to prep the handle material a little bit more. I need more time than the night. So I thought this was kind of like an expensive project for Funday Sunday. So this is going to be Wednesday night, members only. I'm going to give this fillet knife away. Stag handle. I'm going to put brass here, leather, brass. I'm going to cut this about here. Sand it down, and oh yeah, and you'll have brass here and brass before this antler too. And it's going to go on this knife. All right. Don't mind this whole thing. I'm cutting. It's going to get cut right across here. Okay, and it's going to get shaped for the front of the knife. Then there will be brass, the leather, brass, the antler. Antler, brass, leather, antler. No, wait. Antler, brass, leather, brass, antler. So that's going to be for members only. Tonight, some guys asked me about making a belt, so I'm going to make a belt. That's what I'm going to give away tonight. Now, I'm not going to cut the size until the person wins it. They can tell me their size. And I will cut the length for the size of whoever wins it. All right? How's that sound? Hello, everybody. Everybody that's here, I see has been in here before I started. That's awesome. Chris, Ground Fog, Paul, Jeff, Jackson, Paul Mills, Donna Chris, Barlow, Big Jim, Sean F., Charlie Cook, Jeff Jackson. Oh, by the way, I'm going to send off whoever won something, like Sean's getting his mug sent tomorrow. It's dry enough. When you get the mug, Sean, you got to hand sand the outside again. And I was thinking about maybe giving it the burn look before I send it to you. What do you think of that on the outside? But you're going to have to season it on the inside with coffee grounds 3 times. Put used coffee grounds in it. And you mush it around, shake it out. Put some more used coffee grinds in it, mush it around, shake it around. Do it 3 times. The oil that's in the coffee grinds, it's called tannin. That's going to season it for you. After the 3rd time with the coffee grounds and that tannin is released from the coffee grounds, you don't ever have to worry about waterproofing the inside anymore. Just give it a quick rinse and you're good to go, man. But how'd you like me to do a burned grain effect on the outside? If not, you can do whatever you want with it. I'll sand it and put a burn look on it. If not, you sand it and you put your own look on it. Okay, I'll do the burn look on it, get that packaged up and ready to go by Wednesday. Wednesday's a big day. I'm sending everybody out. This one's going out to Louis, Arizona. I got James Bryan here. This is going to Big Jim. Sharon Vaughn, brown sugar. And Jerry Phillips, the patterns. And shell casings. And I got, tomorrow I'm going to sand up them slips that you won in that last Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever it is. And I'm going to dye them and send them. So everything will be ready Wednesday. Like I said, I'm on a fixed income, so when the money rolls in, I'm finishing my parents' house. They're going to give me a final payment Wednesday night, so it'll probably be Thursday morning. I'll have tracking numbers for everybody. Double tap your screen. All right, I'm at almost $90 right now, $87. Google doesn't make a payout for YouTube until the 1st. And if you don't hit the $100 mark, it rolls over to the next month. They only pay $100 plus a month. So let's see if we get us to $100 tonight, huh? Let me go get my horn and get it ready. When I get that $100, I'm gonna pitch in 40 of my own money. 2 hoodies with Kodiak edge on them, front and back. Big Kodiak edge. 2 hats. Okay? And that's going to be the following Sunday Funday. Or no, I'm sorry. The following members only. No. Following Sunday Funday, because some people might not be a member, but they might give me a super chat or super sticker. You know, so it's encouraging to get everybody as a member, but you know, everybody can't afford it. So I'll do that next Sunday Funday. If I hit 100 tonight. Okay. Y'all follow me? Can you hear me? Am I good? I'm going to redo my computer here, see if I can't. All right. Lag. Yeah, I still got 7-8 seconds lag time, so. Okay. I just had one. What am I doing? I don't need one right away. Okay. It's just a habit, I guess. So, that said, let's get going on this belt. And then I figure 11 o'clock will be the drawing time. Okay? No matter where I'm at, we'll be drawing it off. That way it's midnight for you East Coasters. You can go to bed early. Or you can go, if you got to work tomorrow, at least you can go to bed at midnight instead of 1 o'clock. That's why I don't want to do it at midnight anymore. My time. Jerry the Shelby knife guy. Where's he at? There he is. Jerry, I got your package ready to go. I've got the regular wallet, the minimalist wallet, 38 special stub nose, holster pattern for you. I also threw in a pattern of about that big, yay big, probably 3 inches tall by 1.5 inches wide, of a deer head with some acorns around the bottom. And I got some shell casings in here for you. I forgot to draw up and cut out the patterns for the biker's wallet. So I'll send that to you a day or so after I send this to you. Everybody's going out Wednesday morning. That said, okay. No problem. Yeah, so, and then I'm going to get you a pattern of this for making belts. I forgot that too. So I'll get you the pattern made for that. Then, like I said, just go buy some plexiglass. It's good to get the clear because you can see through it, especially with the belts. You know, but you can get green, you can get blue, any color that you can see through. So, like I said, super chats, super stickers. I only need about $8 to hit $100, so YouTube can pay me. And I'm getting the two hoodies and the 2 hats made. All right, that's it. Hey, there's Brown Sugar. What's up? Welcome in. So it looks like everybody's here. I need to get some water. Oh, I got a little Tupperware here somewhere. Where's it at? Let's use this one. Like I said, this coming Wednesday is members only, and it's going to be a badass fillet knife with deer, stag, and first thing I got to do, camera up so y'all can see. I got to get rid of this chat on my phone because it drives me nuts. What the heck? Oh, I see. Okay. Damn cord for the lights. I got a light on the cell phone stand. All right. What was I going to say? I don't know. What this? The first thing you should really do. Well, I could do that last, I guess. What it? But all right, what's the biggest waist in here? Anybody over 48 inches? Because I don't want to stamp 75 inches. Oh, and since you all love it so much, I'm going to stamp this bad boy. Where's the stamp at? With the dragon scales. It'll be my first dragon scale knife or belt. Is anybody over 48 inches? Anybody over 48 inches? That's eligible for the drawing. 46? Anybody bigger than that? Now, when I make this belt, pay attention because you guys are going to want to make belts soon. And when you do, pay attention to how I measure it and everything. Yep, the dragon scale. Everybody loves the dragon scale. If you want to get a dragon scale, the number is G876. G876. G is in G-Man. 38 and 40, okay. So if I make a 50-inch blank, if I stamp out a 50-inch blank, any and all of you can hit it. Now, if I'm not going to stain it until the person wins it. So if one of the ladies in here, like Sharon, or I'm sorry, Brown Sugar, or Barb, wins it, they can either have I got a turquoise color women like. Claude Williams is here. How you doing, bud? Okay, so now I'm gonna figure this out. Where is my? Yeah, I lost my upholstery tape. You know the roll up one. All right, now finding the regular tape. This is killing me. A carpenter with no tape, right? Okay, let me see here. Where in the heck are you? I had 3 of them in my damn shop. Now I can't find one. What's up with that? Holy cow, I had 3 damn tapes in my shop. Now I can't find one of them. Well, let's do this. $24.50. Okay. I think they're 74. 24. 50. 60. Okay, there's 60. So I guess I'm going to stamp that whole thing. If we got 60, we got a 48. I mean, I'm only cutting a couple inches off, so I might as well leave it. All right, let's get to wetting this thing. How do you even give stuff away like that? Kind makes no sense to me, because wouldn't you have to put an address to get anything? Well, yeah. If you win something, you got to give your address. You got to email me your address, or you don't get it. I've seen you here before skateboarding. You're a member now, right? Or not a member, but a subscriber to my channel. Now, one thing I forgot to do, since I'm stamping this, I'll go ahead and get it nice and wet. Get it nice and wet. This is oak tan, by the way. This is not veg tan. Best leather you can get for belts or anything. This is not veg tan. And if you make belts, I recommend you get oak tan. Just buy it. Don't be naive. Don't ask why. I told you already. Oak tan is more flawless than veg tan. You're not going to get inconsistent standing marks on your leather. It's all cut out of premium oak tan. Okay, now what I need to do, hello Tina, how you doing? Where's Ray at? Is he in here too? Tina's one of my best friends too. Her and her husband, Ray Grill. I'm making a belt and giving it to second-time viewers on Funday Sunday. Jeff Jackson, what's up, bud? What's up, Barber? Okay, if you're a subscriber, all you got to do is email me a screenshot of you subscribed and your full address if you win. All right. Now, let's get to doing what I should have done first. First thing when you make a belt, the very first thing you got to do is put tape on the back if you're stamping it. You don't want the leather to expand and be inconsistent. So I got to do that now. Should be the same thickness, 1.5 inches. Close enough. I'll just do it in half. I'll go a little beyond. Now, there's a fellow in here that wants a belt for his father for his birthday, I think. And it's up to him if he wants to let you know. Well, I'll just tell you who it is. It's Paul. I think Paul wants a belt for his father. So if any of you all win this, and you want to trade up with Paul on something, that's between you and him. You can do that. Just let me know. I'll send this to Paul, and you can send, Paul can send you what you trade up for. Like I said, I'm not going to cut the size until it's one. And you all decide what you want to do. This keeps the leather from stretching when you stamp it. Because if you don't do this, it'll be inconsistent, wavy across the top and bottom. You don't want that. All right, that's good to go. I'll wet it one more time. Like I said, Skate, I mean, you could trade straight up. If you do win, you could trade straight up with Paul. You might have a little pocket knife or something you might like. The value of this would be like the value of $125 case knife. Okay. This is $125 value, not counting the shipping. $85 if I don't stamp nothing on the belt. If I carve something on the belt, it's $125. $110 if I just stitch the edges. Take that into consideration if you want to start making belts. Average price is $85 for a standard belt. Okay, now to know what we're doing here, I need to get my calipers. Okay, ruler. Three-eighths. One, two, three. 3/8. Okay. That's a little too much. I'm not doing a stitch line on it, but I am going to put a groove in. I am going to cut at 3/16. No. Yeah. 3/16. There we go. Oh, God. At the end of the belt, sticking in the garbage can. First thing is 3/16 all the way down. Flip it around. Same thing. Ooh. These are pre-cut blanks that I get from Traditions Leathercraft. You want to buy them from them? Oak 10 belt blanks from Oklahoma company in America. Okay, now that is done. I can go ahead and lay out the length of this bad boy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes in your standard belt. This jig is made for 1.5 inches, from 1 inch all the way up to 1 3/4 inches. There's 3 different lines on here, 4th counting the outside. So if you got 1.5 inches, you got to put the 1.5 inch mark right on the leather. And Jerry, I'll get you one of these made up. You're gonna have to scribe the different lines on the plexiglass once you cut it out. All right, 1.5 inches right there. Okay. Now here's what I do. I draw out my holes with a scratch awl. Five holes. This here is for the buckle. That goes on the other side. So this is made for the end of the belt on both sides. This jig. All right. 1.5 inches is right here. Where is my... I happen to have a... Ooh, is that dirty? I happen to have a cutter for that. There we go. You can buy one of these at Tandy online or on Amazon. Different sizes. This does up to 1 3/4 inches. This is 1 3/4 inches. 45 millimeter it says, which is around 1 3/4 inches. But it's perfect. You know, I need to buy another one, you know, to do. I'm going to do this again because I got too much on that one side. There we go. That's it. Where I did my plastic punch board. I don't know. Okay. What the heck is this? Why does it seem like that is off? These holes. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. Are you kidding me? For real? Wow. My layout's off. Redo it. Thought that didn't look centered, man. 2 front ones are off. Wow. Okay. Now, I'm just going to do this on here. Where's my punch? I got my punch out. Where did I put it? Here it is. Man, where is my plastic punch board at? There it is. I'm going to go ahead and punch them out after I stamp it. I'm going to get on the stamping. You can do it now or do it later, but sometimes your stamp will want to drift if you do that right away. I know they're there. This is the center. That's the center. 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 Okay. I'll do that last. So, when you do this dragon, you want to have 2 lines. So now, I want to get this in the middle. So we need 3/4 of an inch. Since the belt is 1.5 inches, I need 3/4 of an inch. There's 3/4 of an inch. Test it. Boom. Boom. The same. Okay. Now I'm going to go lightly up the middle of this. Because there's 2 points on this. The front point and one of the 2 outside points. So when you first start, you want to lay it out nice and straight. Okay, now if I punch this first, I can punch it anywhere. So I'll start right here behind this. I'm not even going to punch it. I'm going to put the point where it needs to be. And I'm going to equal out the stamp. Now I can see the stamp. Now my next line is going to be that other point. Of the stamp. So right in the middle of that, because when you line these up, they actually have an indentation in the middle. Again, lightly. That's my 2 lineup points. You can do it from this side or that side. It don't matter. Because what I'm going to do is go all the way up to the middle. Okay. Now when I hit the stamp, probably want to see a little better what I'm doing, right? I'm going to start it from this side. I got to give me more room over here. Ah, you know what? Yeah. So now I'll put that point on that line. That looks pretty good. Been a while since I've done a belt one. I never done a belt with this stamp. What am I talking about? Okay, now this point this back point and this front point has to be on these lines, see? So now I'll put that back point in the front point of the first one I did. And then the front point goes right there. See that? And I'll do that all the way down. So now the front point goes in the back point and then on the line. Okay. And I can go all the way up if I want, because as long as I stay on that line, these are all going to line up. See that? I wish I could do it like this. Put the belt over me. I can see better this way. Once I get rolling here, it'll go a lot quicker. Gotta see what I'm doing here. Okay. So this is crucial when you're doing a long stretch like this. All right. You want to make sure all your points are lining up. You can feel this back point of this tool going right in place for the previous one before it. Okay. Now I'm back here again. I want to put this front point in that back. But you can see why it's so expensive, more expensive to get a belt made like this. Stamped or carved. Carving's even more. This is just stamping. Yeah, I mean, don't let it intimidate you. You got these two lines to keep this, you know, boom, 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 all the way down. As long as you stay on them two lines, the ones up and down will be in line too. It's just a matter of getting used to the tool, because every tool lines up with itself. See, I only did half of a stamp there. The same over here. Just make sure these 2 points line up. And again, half a stamp. See that? Just make sure all your connections are connecting where they should be. It'll look perfect all the way down. I mean, the more you do it, the faster you get at it. Like I said, this is the first time I did a long area like this. But it's crucial you keep these on them two lines, the one in the middle all the way down, because that's going to make it look uniform throughout. So again, now, right here, and then that other line. You'll get used to it the more you work with this tool. The basket weave is easy because it locks. There's 4 points of contact. This is only 3 on this. It's kind of like a mule foot, they call it. and you really got to line it up better than, you know. One thing I forgot to do that I should do right away is cut all this out. I mean, I should have cut it out and beveled before I even started carving, but I got a new watch. Here's my one that I've been wearing, remember? The Sterling Pro Diver. And it looks just like the one I just got, see? But look at the size difference. The one I just got is a Yes company watch. Yes. It's called YESS. Yes. It's a $180 watch. I got it for $35 at a flea market with the plastic still on the band and the dial. $180 watch for $35, and it is an automatic. It's self-winding. For $35. You can't really touch a regular automatic for less than $100. But yeah, it's big difference. I like big watches. Sometimes I like small ones too. Here's what else I carried today. My wife gave me this around when we first got married. This is my Cabela's. No. Crane. Kajik. It's my hunter. It's my hunter's. When we first met, I deer hunted all the time. So she got me this lovely pocket watch here with a deer on it. And I haven't worn it in a while, so I decided to put her on. Then I carried this today, of course. The Russian Kalashnikov. All right, back to business here. So I just go all the way down here with this line. Cut her out. Like I said, 11 o'clock we'll raffle this off. And then the person that wins it can tell me their waist size. Or they can decide what they want to do with Paul. Oop, got out my line there. Come on. And try to get this as straight as you can. If you don't, no big deal. I'm using the edge of the marble as a guide for my finger. Always something in my way, boy. Always something. There we go. All right, now I'll proceed with the point of it. Remember, the point and the bottom point on the line. It looks like one side's a little higher than the other side. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta whack it a little more. I like using a heavier brass hammer for this. It gives more definition. I don't really like the roundness of this, you know what I mean? I mean, I could use it, but why? Brass is soft, so it doesn't mushroom the heads of your tools off. But it moves pretty quick once you get in the groove here. And I find I get more control when I set the hammer down. Half a stamp there. Half a stamp on this side. Start over. I could have done a stamp that's faster than this, but y'all said you like the, oops, sorry. You all said you like the dragon scale, so why not, right? Can't type with a crap tonight, Paul. Appreciate it all. I just had the grandson down here with me for a week, and the wife. Turn your camera back to so we can see the. Yeah, right. I just realized that, Tina. Sorry. See if I can't go a little faster. It's hard to control the tool with one hand. That's why I set it down. The hammer. It's a lot easier to control it. When you set it down, set the hammer down. Huh. Must have got that one too far. There we go. At this rate, it's probably going to be an hour and a half before I get all the way across this belt. So that's why 11 o'clock I'm going to raffle it off. Who knows? Maybe it'll go quicker. I'm still going to put the border tool along there and bevel it like I always do. You can bevel this all the way around before you start this, but it don't matter. It'd probably be easier for some of you to bevel it first. Like I said, I got the tool angled to get only half the stamping on the last one. 1,700. Yeah, approximately that. I'm already 100 in. If I didn't have to set the hammer down, it would go a lot faster. But it's hard to work this when you got a camera. I mean, I can hold it up, but it's hard to see the lines. You know what I mean? And if you want to get it symmetrical, just take your time and do it right. Now you can appreciate the cost of a custom belt when you buy one from somebody, right? What actually goes into. Now you can buy these. They make these already, a stamp instead of a single stamp. They have a stamp that'll do like 2 inches by inch and half or inch and 3/4, whatever you order. And you just run your belt through it. In about 1 minute, you got the whole thing stamped. You crank the handle on it. They got the round dies that go in there that have this on it. You just crank the handle and it stamps the whole belt in about 30 seconds. So if you're into making belts and you want to make a lot of money doing it and not waste any time stamping, you can get all these different patterns in them wheels. And it's a stamping machine. You could do 2 or 3 belts at a time if you buy 2 or 3 of the dies of the stamp you want. It's pretty slick. You can make a dozen belts stamped in an hour. And then the rest is assembly time. They got something for everything. But I'm moving along pretty quick here. It's just, take your time so you get it right. Yeah, I'm gonna one of these days I'll buy that stamping rolling machine so I can do 3 belts at a time, or just to do one. Stamp one belt out like this in a minute. Put the belt in the machine, put the stamp you want on it, and crank the handle, and it's done in a minute. That's what it is, Matt. A belt. Have you ever wore one before? I'm just kidding, buddy. This is how they make belts out of leathers, Matt. Handmade belts out of leather. So what do you think? He's all like that dragon scale, don't you? Now, of course, I'll come in here with a small border tool. I like this one right here. After I bevel the lines, I'll put the bevel tool in here like this, see? All the way down them lines, but I won't bevel it. I won't put the stamp on there until, I don't know, I might go something a little bit wider than that. I can go over the top of it, you won't see it. But, yeah. I might as well finish this up all the way down, because this is the finished part of the belt. How much faster I can go this way. Yeah, I like going the other way. There's a way you'll prefer. Check this out, guys. I forgot to show you this. It broke on me. I was getting excited and anxious to get the scales on it, and it had a slight bend in it, and I put it in the vise, and, well, guess where it cracked. But I finished another one up today, and I made the blade a little bit more of a Barlowish. You can see the point comes down a little more swooping instead of steep like a cliff point. So, and then this nubby was too far back here. I put it where it needs to be, in between the two fingers. Now it's perfect. So I'll have this heat treated tomorrow and ready to go. Thought I'd share that with you. It is a cool looking blade, but this is even cooler now. So all I got to do is heat treat it, sandblast it, and bevel's done, and stone wash it. And in about an hour's time, I'll be back where I started. But yeah, I like the longer sweep, because if you look at the Barlow, it's got that longer sweep on the point. I didn't really care for that. You know what I mean? It actually makes it look bigger. It's the same length, same belly. It's just, less on the top here. I took like maybe an inch out on the angle. Oh yeah, I was mother effing it, believe me. Yeah, your mistakes, when you do it again, you make it nicer, no matter what you do. You know what I mean? So where was I here? Was I going this way? What am I doing? I want to finish the front of this belt. Okay. I need the to get my other light over here is what I need. And then here, I got to stay on my lines here. Get out of here, Nat. Yeah, taking the hammer out of your hand makes it a heck of a lot easier so you can get it nice and straight. So we got 45 minutes and I'll raffle it off. So if any of you need to go to bed for work tomorrow, you don't have to wait to see if you won. Wait and see if you win. Ah. Trying to get as close as possible. And then, you know what? And I find out who wins it. I could finish the stamping instead of doing all 50 inches. I measure it, cut it for the winner's waist size, and finish stamping the end. Oh, that one got a little crooked, but that don't matter. It straightens right back out. There we go. So you place this tool, them 2 points where they belong, and it stays straight. And if you overstamp on one like I did there, just go back one and stamp. It takes that overstamp away. Yeah, it looks like it overstamped there now, see? Gone. Yeah, once you get the hang of this. See, I'm off my line a little bit, but that don't matter. Because I'm staying within the outer lines. Still looks good. What do I got? 10 inches so far? Be patient, John. Be patient. Your barlow's getting done. I do more things in a day than most of y'all's do in a week. Working on my parents' house, coming home, working on knives, working on my yard, working on my garden. Work, work, work. And I'm supposed to be retired. Everybody sometimes gets too excited when they're getting something custom done. They want it right now. Well, good things come with time, brother. Good things come with time. I'll have it done for you here in about another 5-6 days. I'll be sending it to you. Good things come with time. If all I did was make knives, it would have been done a week ago. But knives don't pay my bills. Maybe one day they will. My pension does, and side job money does. That's most important. If I didn't screw my knife up yesterday, I wouldn't have had to made another one for myself. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm getting another one made right now. I ain't waiting. I waited long enough to make myself a knife and make a knife for everybody else but myself. So good things come with time, my brother. Good things come with time. Oh, I would have worked on his today had I not messed mine up. Oh, and I found a better piece of wood for his too. I got some really nice. I found this chunk of ironwood here. It's got a lot more of the spalting in it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that bolster down to here instead of up here. It's a 1/3 bolster, and this chunk here is perfect. But that's beautiful, man. It's got that nice spalting in it. That's gonna be nice. Oh yeah, that's one of the most preferred woods by knife makers. Ironwood. Every knife maker absolutely loves ironwood. And just about everybody that gets a knife made with ironwood absolutely loves it. I would say that's probably my most preferred wood for a knife. That's why I'm doing mine with it. People love ironwood. It's either that or burl. Only one thing prettier than ironwood, and that's burl. Yeah, people get excited. They can't wait to get it, especially when this is our biggest hobby. We love our knives. Understamped on that one. There we go. I'm getting there. I probably got a good 12 inches already. What's that? 12 inches for every half an hour? $12. That of tobacco pipes made with them, huh? That's cool. I got a burl tobacco pipe too, but it's a cheaper one, man. I got to get me a really nice one. I'm gonna actually make myself one. I haven't made myself a pipe in a long time. I made a lot of hitter boxes. Seems like they sell quicker than anything. I made a dozen of them one day and took them to the bar, and I sold every one of them in the bar. Every one of them with the bats. Them dope smokers love their hitter boxes. They were all dovetail too, with the slot on the side so you can swing the bat out. No spring. Open on the side, little keyhole slot, and then dovetail lids. I sold every one of them that night. A lot of weed smokers around here. Yeah. But yeah, if you try to rush this, it'll look like the knife monkey. I'm sorry. It'll look like you didn't care of its looks. I just get my element here. No hurry for nothing. Because if you got to hurry doing shit, why even do it? You get bored. And that's what I like about doing side jobs and everything else. I set my own schedule, my own time. I get things done. I get her done. But on my own time. Because I'm retired. I don't want to make anything feel like it's turning into a job. I love cooking. Everybody tells me you need to open a restaurant, man. You'd fill the house every night. I said, honey, I will. And Mom, I'm sure I will. Whoever else told me. But you know what? The pressure comes with it, and the passion turns into a job, and then you just start hating it. I don't want to lose the passion. That's why I quit making fishing lures. It started turning into a job, and I'm like, fuck this. Pardon my French. Almost to the end here, folks. Oh, yeah. Well, some people are responsible and some aren't, Paul. You know what I mean? And it's just something his parent, something children's parents got to teach their child. Responsibility. If your parents never taught you responsibility, you're not going to be responsible. If your parents never taught you how to respect your elders or anybody, you're not going to respect yourself. You're not going to respect anything you do in life, and your work will show it. Anything, anyone. You know what I mean? And it shows. You can tell who leaves a footprint behind and who don't. Self-pride, man. You either got it or you just don't give a fuck. Pardon my French, but that's the way it goes. You know. Back in, my grandfather's days, my father's days, and even my days in the younger years, your word is as good as a handshake. You didn't need a handshake. Your word was gold. See, I'm doing a bunch of halves. What I can to get around this. Now I got that border tool coming in here, so a lot of it's going to get hidden. So you don't want to go past that line. So that's good. The border will come in there. That side is done. Well, it's either like I said, you either learn how to respect yourself and others or you don't. You either taught it or you weren't. That's all. I turn this around, go the other way. So what'd that take? 40 minutes? It takes time, guys. Now, what am I doing here? Oh, I'm going backwards now is what I'm doing. So I want to stay on my line. Put this point in the two that come together. And stay on my two lines here. Oh, I didn't. I come too far forward. But the good thing about this is it corrects itself. Come on, what's going on here? That's more like it. For some reason, that one got too far. There. I mean, what's one to do, You call, you text, no answers. Now that's just flat out ignoring somebody. Because you don't, hey, the most responsible thing to do is contact the person and say, hey, this is what's up. I lost my job. I'm unfortunate. I promise I'll get to you. Not a complete ignore. But like I said, somebody taught him to be that way. Himself, because his parents never taught him the difference between right and wrong, I guess. Kids are an outcome of their parents. That's all there is to it. My father was a go-getter. He worked every day of his life, 12, 14 hours a day. And he would take his shirt off your back, or off his back, to make sure his kids and his friends had what they needed. Now, you're either taught that or you're not. And I'm kind of like the same as my dad. I'll take my shirt off my back to help out any of my friends until they screw me or stab me. That's right. None of us fessed up. We all got our ass whooped. Go out in the backyard and find some twigs, boys. Come on back with it. I come back with the fattest one I could. But there was perimeters. He'd make you go out and get another one if you come back with a big ass twig. Oop, kind of stamping over. That's all right. I was in the dollar store the other day. Claude. Kim was talking to herself in the other aisle. And I heard her. I says, "Hey, what are you talking to yourself for?" He said, "Oh, I do it all the time." I said, "There's a lot of people in here, you know." Don't worry about it. Okay. And I said to her, I go, "Well, you know, when I talk to myself, I'll get halfway through the conversation and realize I wasn't paying attention. I have to start over again." Right, honey? You were talking to yourself yesterday.
Oh, in the store?
Yeah. Claude's on here now.
Cool.
Why don't you go on upstairs and say hi to Claude? Yeah.
I saved a tree frog.
You see the tree frog?
He was in our kitchen sink.
No way.
Yeah, I had to put him outside.
Tree frog inside the house?
Yeah, they come in through the air conditioner.
Get out of here. They come in through the air conditioner in our kitchen sink.
Yep.
You hear that? All good till you answer yourself. Yeah, I mean, I talk to myself all the time, but like I said, halfway through the conversation, I forget. I realized I wasn't paying attention to myself, so I got to start over again. Tell that to a blonde, she'd be like, "Huh?" Now, what am I doing here? I don't like going this direction, man. Oh, so 25 minutes we'll give her away, and the winner can watch me work on it. Now what I do? Piss off John because I don't have his knife done yet, or what? John hasn't said a word since I talked to him. Come on, John. Don't be like that. Talk to everybody. Man, I'm completely out my lines here. But you know what? It's still looking symmetrical. That one came off is what it was. I'm going to have to try to bring it back on. Right there. Little at a time. What the hell, man? What am I doing here? I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. I'm on the wrong side. Here's what I love about this stamp. You can correct it Nothing's perfect in the perfect world, right? I need a tool. I have to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Okay, John, I'm sorry, man. Just making sure. I'll get her to you right away as my work provides me. I sent you that other package right away. That knife, that's for damn sure. I just don't want you to think I'm trying to bone you or something. Because I owe you, brother. You don't owe me. All right, I think I'm back on track. Well, almost. I'll get it back on track. And this is supposed to be right here on that line. So I'm going back on my lines. There we go. That's more like it. Oh yeah. I got her back. It's definitely a challenge using this tool, I'll tell you that right now. It's not one of my favorite ones to use. And it does take forever. But like I said, if you want to stay up, if you win it and you want to stay up and watch me, and you need to go to bed, and then you can watch the rest of the video to see how it's completely done. You don't have to do it all in one night. I missed this one here. There. Get back on track here. You gotta stay on them lines, man. That's crucial. Don't let it float off your lines. It's so skinny, it's easy to do it. I mean, when it's skinny like that, you can really see it better if you're off. I'm going to try to move here a little faster now that I get an idea what I'm doing here. Try to keep this mallet in my hand. I don't need to be putting that damn mallet down every time. Pay attention to what I'm doing here now. Perfectly on that line. I need to wet it again too, I think. Starting to get a little dry and harder. It's getting there. You can see where I got a little there, but I corrected it with the spreading tool. I probably got, let me see, what do I got? "18 inches. Okay. Just 18 more inches and I'll be at 36. Oh boy, Robert Jones. Super chat from Robert Jones. Thanks, you buddy. Appreciate it. Now we got the hoodies coming and the hats coming, boys and girls. You haven't become a member yet. Become a member. Get in the drawing. Get the Cub membership for $2 a month. And that'll give you 2 extra drawings a week to win something nice. Perks for members. I should have Darkwater's packets tomorrow in the mail. He's sending me the knife I won. And brown sugar. You remember seeing that micarta that he showed on that giveaway 2 weeks ago? Remember that blue micarta that he had? He wanted on one of his knives. If any of you watched Darkwater 2 weeks ago when I won the drawing. I have 4 drawings a month for everybody. Funday, Sunday. If you want to be in 6 drawings a month, you got to be a member. And only the members can, unless you flat out buy my merchandise off me, only the members can have a chance at winning. Oh. So that's just how well, Chris, he's sending me the knife and the micarta to do his knife, because I sent him a bunch of posts on Instagram and he absolutely loves my work and he wants me to do his knife. So he sent me both sheets of micarta. He said I can keep the one sheet for doing his knife. I said, that's good. That'll work. That's some sexy micarta if you all remember it. All right, I'm going to start moving along here now and get this thing going. I need to wet it again. That's what I was wanting to do. I got to fuel my phone. It ain't too bad right now. The other day at the end of my life, my phone was so hot. Oh my God. I got to wet the whole thing here. I don't want no uneven watermarks here. But my phone was hot. As soon as I got off the live, I mean, it literally shut down. Been a while since that's happened. Okay. Make it a little easier for me. Jerry, guess who blocked me? Was it Louie? I thought it was Louie, wasn't it? All right, rock and roll time. We have a winner. Yep, winner, chicken dinner. Well, you know, as much as he just he's in total denial that you know that it's not his fault. I mean, I'm like, dude, you intimidate people. You got these little quirks that you use to get behind people's skin. Don't do that shit, man. Especially your elders. I don't even do that. That isn't PUSSY. I'm like, come on, man. Respect your elders, I told him. And then he's like, on the phone with me. Well, fuck you then, too. I'm out of here. Fuck your channel. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever, bro. Total disrespect. You know? Come back when you got some respect for your elders, and I'll put you back on. That's all. Enough said. I got a lot of older gentlemen in here, and they don't need to be bullied and childish quirks and shit like that, No, ain't gonna happen. And it's not like it's the first time I told him about it either. First time I told him, I kind of like agreed with him, whatever, okay. Not this time, man. I just basically told him, grow the fuck up. Yeah, you can't be nice to him. It's his way or the highway, I mean, that's the way he is. He wants to feel like he's in control of everything and everybody. That's not the way the world works. First, you just got to get people to respect you for who you are, but you got to be respectful to get it. You know what I mean? He just never learned that. To tell you the truth, I feel sorry for his kids because, like I said, everybody learns from their parents, right? What in the hell's going on here now? Holy shit. I'm trying to find a way, guys, to get going faster with this. And I don't want to screw it up. All right, we got 10 minutes and I'm going to raffle it off. And it just wasn't Paul either. It was Claude, too. I'm like, it ain't going to happen, man. That's why I called him the first time. You're not going to fuck with my best friend like that, man. I don't care if you think you're right or wrong. Respect. Give it and you shall receive it. That's right. Exactly, Jerry. Well, I blocked, and he's probably watching right now with somebody else's account, I'm sure. He's one of them guilt conscious people that'll watch to make sure nobody's still talking about him. And if I am talking about him, he has a reason to be talked about. He just don't get that. I don't generally talk about anybody. But like I said, I told him once, first time. He didn't get the picture the first time. Well, he's getting it now. You know, he's at a page a year longer than me. There's a reason my mind's growing and yours isn't. I respect people. And I make things fun. Life don't have to be difficult. I'm trying to go faster here, y'all. But I still got to stay within this line here. And it's just... I got one understamped. But enough said. I'm far from perfect, but I try to respect everyone. Exactly. Me too. None of us perfect, you know. A lot of us know how to apologize when it's due. And a lot of us know how to fess up to our bullshit if we have it. Some of us just don't get that. I don't know what the hell I did wrong there. It is what it is. Huh. I got one fumble jumble here, but I'm not going to sweat it now. It's still going to be beautiful when I'm done. One little dragon skill got off on its own. Just correct it, move on. Added character, yeah. 426. Paul Mills 426 is my Instagram. Y'all notice I got two Instagrams now. I never had a Kodiak Edge one, and I finally made one up. And man, I tell you what, it's a lot of bullshit to link them videos to your Instagram now. But I got it, and I'll get it. The thing about Instagram now, you get more views than YouTube on your shorts and your long forms. Which don't mean as much to me as these lives. I get more views on lives than anything. And I get more. All majority of my subscribers come from my lives. So I gotta really watch what I say. Uh, but one night I had 60 subscribers in one night. Where'd Big Jim go? He's fall asleep already? Yeah, I'm sure, Claude. That titanium night, yep. Yeah, so Jerry, I'm going to send you that biker's wallet in this pattern to you in a separate envelope. It'll be like a couple days behind. I sealed the package. I sealed Barlow Jim's, and I forgot to put a note in there, and then I had to open it up, and then I accidentally put Jerry's note in yours. I opened yours up, Jerry, and I put Big Jim's note in your package, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I just opened Jerry's for no reason. So if you see the end of the package, looks like it's been open already. It's from me, but I taped the hell out of it, so you don't have to worry about it coming apart. Ah. All right, I haven't had a smoke in a while. It's moving along. So this, oh, I forgot what else I carried today. So I carried this today in my Jerry Phillips, fine handcrafted by Jerry Phillips. The dragon. By the way, in Chinese, the dragon is Lu Li Lung. That's how you say dragon in Chinese. Lu Li Lung. The middle name of Lu Li Lung, Lee. Bruce Lee, remember? Enter the Dragon, Return of the Dragon. His mother named him the little dragon, Lu Li Lung. Lu meaning little. Love it. What'd you do here? Forget to put the G further over to the left? I absolutely love it though. Oh. So I got one little spot that's kind of dazzled right there. No big deal. Nobody's gonna look at the whole belt at the same time, right? But most of it's perfect. So we got 24. I got another 10 to 12 inches, and it's ready to be cut. The belt layout jig. Let me take you over and show you. All right, now he's all do a screenshot of this, okay? Please don't forget. It doesn't come in a box right here with all the belt loops, right? And then you buy the liner separate if you need liners in your belt. Like, see this one here? I put a liner on it. But a roll of liner is sold separate. So here you go. I'll take a screenshot of this. Right there out of Oklahoma. TraditionsLeathercraft.com. They got all kinds of different. You can get Latigo belt blanks, whatever you want. All right, I'm gonna put my phone back in the stand. I don't have no problems, man. When I went off that Wi-Fi on my phone, I'm using satellite. There's a lot of you guys on here that are doing an awesome job on those knife lists. Oh yeah. And I only hope I only helped inspire you guys to do what you do or do better. And You know, the more you do, the better you get at it. Just take your time, man. There ain't no hurry. If you want to make money with it and you want to make it quicker, buy the machines to do it for you. You know, buy the stamping roller that goes in the hand crank stamping machine. You know, so you can stamp these out in 1 minute on the rolling stamper. Like I said, I think Traditions Leathercraft sells one of them. I know Tandy does. Just Google it. Pattern stamper for belts. And they got all kinds of different dies, man. So, you know, if you're making belts, and I tell you, that this is the quick way to making good money. Not by hand, but with the cranking machine, and, you know, get you a skiver so you can skive your own liners for the back, and, you know, get all the proper tools for, you know, pay pay the dollar, but I'll tell you what, in the first 2-3 months, them tools will pay themselves. Because you can go to any flea market and sell 3-4 dozen belts. And you know, when you make them faster, you can cut the prices from 85 down to 55, 65. And people will buy them. Barlow Jim passed out again on us. Coffee time, Jim. I still got a full coffee myself. All right, y'all ready for the drawing here or what? We all want to see who's going to win this? Okay. I'm sure you all want to know who's going to win it, right? Let me take my phone over to my main computer. Like I said, Wednesday night's going to be that knife. I'll have all the parts ready to go and assemble it. I've been busy. Oh, John Adams still around? I got his box, and I'll send that to him in a separate envelope for that knife I sent him, the Cobra Tech. It's a nice with a magnetic door on it. Pretty nice. I'll send that to you. I forgot. I was going to put it in your package the other day, and I forgot. See, my old age keeps forgetting shit. All right, I'm going to turn this phone around and get my stool over. Okay. Man, this coffee's going through me. I'm going to have to go get some. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, got here? I still got to get that second video for Louie's knife. And so you all can see how I finished it up. All right, what do we got here? Let's go live. You can see what you're all saying. Is this live? It is. You're all saying. All right, live? I got to turn the volume off. I have a bunch of magnetic boxes that held a bottle of ginseng. Oh yeah, that's cool. Oh, and Big Jim, Barlow Jim, I got a box coming to you for that flash I sent you. I got 2 flashes I sent them. Kershaw flash, or no, blurs I think they were, yeah. Flash or blur, I can't remember. And one I bought at a garage sale, there was no box, and the other one I bought at a garage sale, it was brand new in the box. So I'm sending that box to you. I got a couple watches coming your way, Brown Sugar. Second watch is a surprise. All right, let me split the screen here. Blur, yeah, yeah. We'll do this. I only need to see the chat. There we go. Shopping? No, I wasn't shopping. I have over 100 watches here I'm giving away. Or I tried selling them on eBay and they just sit. Nobody buys them. So, boom, 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 kaboom. All right, let's see a me for everybody in the drawing. Now, like I said, it's got to be your second Sunday, Monday here to be eligible. If you were here last Sunday for the first time and you're here now, you're eligible. So don't put me if this is your first time here, because my mods know who's here and who ain't. $16 so far. Does anybody look recognizable from last week or unrecognizable from last week? Mods. $16? Okay, I'm gonna go 20 then. No, don't start the numbers yet. Well, I guess you're starting the numbers. Go ahead, pick a number from 1 to 20. So now that I said 20, how do you know what, 1 to 20. Pick a number from 1 to 20. I'm going to make this thing 20. Come on. Paul Mills got 11, Jerry. Pick another Paul. 11 is taken. Pick another number, Jerry. I got 20 up on the wheel already. Look through all the numbers, Jerry, and pick another number. What up, Ground Fog? Ground Fog, pick a number. Making a belt. Giving away a belt tonight. I'm going to shuffle this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Let her spin. All right. Let me see here. Everybody got their own number? Jerry, did you pick another number, Jerry? Well, scroll up to the numbers. We got 10, 7, 3, 13, 8, 11, 14, 9. So if you look at a number, Big Jim's got 17. Think 16. Well, anybody else got 16? Well, Paul Mill does. Go 18. Let me see. Anybody got 18? Yep, Sean F. does. I'm not sure. You got to scroll through all the numbers. We'll wait. 20? Okay, there you go. Nobody's got 20. All right. Everybody's got their own number, right? Marty Previtt's got 20. Sorry, Jerry. Pick another number, Jerry. Has anybody got 19? Looks like let me see. Looks like 19's available. There you go. Jerry's got 19. Jerry's got 19. Jerry don't have 20. He's got 19 now. Okay. Jerry's got 19. You picked one, Marty? Okay. So everybody got their own number, right? Nope. Paul? Who's got the same number? I will take what's left. Well, there's like 16 of us all, and I got 20 on the wheel, so there's 4 numbers left over. And so Jerry's, you got to be a subscriber, and this has got to be your second time here on Sunday. Yeah, I don't see anybody else with a 19. Sean F's got 18. That's as close. And Marty's got 20. So I picked one. I thought you picked 20. Marty Previtt 1. Okay, you got 1. Marty Previtt's got 1. And Jerry is 19. Jerry, you're the only one with 19. You picked it before. Seventeen's already taken. I don't know if Roger, this is your first time here, Roger. I haven't seen you before. Anybody else seen Roger here before? We both did what, Paul? Both what? Paul Mills got 11. Okay. Looks like everybody's got their own number. Okay, you've been here before, then you're good. And 17's already taken, so you got to look through the numbers, see which one's not taken. Scroll up and look through the numbers. I'm just going to start putting like 50 on the wheel. You know what I mean? But you've got to look at the numbers. Best way to do it is watch somebody post a number and then post a number right away. Yeah, there's been more people jump in. That's usually how it goes, Claude. Like Justin and Louie, they don't even get in the chats. They wait till the drawing starts, and then here they are. But they've been here before. Some people don't like talking, but they should make themselves present at least once in the whole live stream. Okay, Max. Charlie Cook's got. Yep, Charlie Cook's 15 and Paul Mills is 16. Jeff Jackson 14. Charlie Cook's 15. Like I said, I'm just gonna do a big number. You know what I mean? I mean, you figure people could figure 16 lousy players, right? With 20 numbers. But that's too hard. So I'm just going to have to go pick a number from 1 to 200 next time. And I'll put 200 on the wheel. And just like Dark Water, whoever's closest wins it. That's the easiest way to do it. And if two people have the same number, it's a shootout. You got to do it again. So I think that's the best way to do it from now on, to tell you the truth. Then we won't have to wait around like this. Okay, we ready to go here or what? You got 6? Okay. I don't see anybody else with 6, so you're good. All right, here we go. I'm spinning. I'll shovel it. I shoveled it 4 times already. I'm just going to spin. You ready? Good luck, everybody. Ooh, almost Big Jim. 19. Oh, man, so close. 18 is Sean F. Is Jerry the Shelby knife guy got 19? Did he pick 19? I think he did. Jerry the Shelby knife guy got 19. Congratulations, Jerry. It's right on the number, and it hasn't been the closest number in the last 5-6 drawings. But after tonight, I can clearly say it's almost impossible for 16 people to pick 20 numbers. So next week, I'm doing just like water. Okay? I'm going to say pick a number between 1 and 100. And if two people pick the same number and they don't want to change it, two people same numbers, closest to it. I'm going to be doing closest to it, just like Darkwater. I'm going to do it exactly like Darkwater. He picks a number and writes it down. But I'm just going to put 100 on the wheel, 15 people in the drawing, 100 on the wheel. Pick a number. Now, if you decide to pick the same number somebody else has got, well, then there's a shootout. The closest to the number wins, just like Darkwater. And if you prefer me to write a number down, that's fine. I can write a number down like we did before. Or I'll just spin the wheel. Closest to it wins. Without going over. Yeah, Paul, I like that idea too. Just like Darkwater, man. Same way, except he's writing the number down. I'm just going to spin the wheel, whoever's closest to it. If two people have the same number, then it's a shootout. Spin the wheel. Spun it. Yeah. Right, Chris. I'll spin the wheel. I'm not going to write them down. I'm just going to spin the wheel. You know, just like Darkwater, except for he writes them down. I'll spin the wheel, but all the other rules that he has applies. Closest to it without going over wins. I was 2 away when I won that knife 2 weeks ago on Darkwater. Nobody got the number on the money. Somebody gets the number on the money, they win automatically. But if there's two people with the same number, then there's a spinoff. Whether it's on the money or closest to it, two of the same numbers, it's a shootout. Them two people go on another spinoff. That way it eliminates, well, what number's taken already? You know what I mean? I thought it wouldn't be that difficult with 16 people and 20 numbers. Which y'all can't, you know. I guess it is harder to do that than it is to do it the way, you know. Daggers at dawn. Did you pick a number, Ground Fog? I didn't even see you. But yeah, congratulations, Jerry. Last one was won by Big Jim. Barlow Jim, he won that knife I carved. People too lazy to scroll up and look. Well, they don't pay attention what's going down. You know what I mean? Watch what's being thrown down, that's all. But you know what? Like I said, if there's two people, same number, 1 to 100. See, I'll set this wheel right here on. I'll set this wheel right here to 100. Right? Now there's 100 numbers on there. I'll shovel it. We just do a trial run here. Okay, closest to without going over. With the numbers you guys got now. You're not going to win nothing. I'm just using this as an example. This is what we're going to do. Spin. Now 31. If you're picking a number from 1 to 100, somebody might have 30, somebody might have 90, somebody might have 100, so, you know, closest to without going over. Somebody might have 31. Two people got 31, or two people are the same number closest to. There's a shootout. Another spin for just them two people. So then we'll get rid of this. We'll go 2. All right? We'll go 2. 2 people, right? So we'll say, okay, John, you're 2, and Chris, you're 1. If that's, the guys. So we'll see who wins. Well, Chris had 2 and John had 1, so Chris wins it. Right? That easy. The problem is we don't say start. Yeah, I know. That's just it. When Paul Mills said 16 people, everybody else thought he was picking a number. Paul didn't specifically say there is 16 people that want to be in the drawing. He just said, I asked the question, I said, how many people? I got 16. And Paul said 16. And everybody thought he was picking a number, so then everybody started following him. Right, exactly. So from now on, I'm going to pick a mod to say start and say stop. But we're going to do it just like Darkwater, except I'm not going to write the number down. I'm going to put 100 on the wheel. Okay? Or I could put 50 on the wheel if there's 14, 15 people. And then, 100 on the wheel. So you can pick any number from 1 to 100. Yeah, the new way is better. I mean, that's the way Darkwater's been doing it. He don't have no problems with it. But he has the moderator say start. Like I said, Paul wasn't specific on what I said or clear, and everybody thought he started picking a number and everybody followed. So if you don't see the start, if you don't see the start, Paul Mills is doing the start. Start behind his name. Start. Wait for that before you post a number. So next week or Wednesday when we have a drawing for that knife I'm making, for the members only, I'm going to pick probably Paul to put start up and stop up. You know how to do it, right? Show me start, Paul. I'm going to go back over here again. Get going on this belt. Let me ask you this. I got to get rid of this. I've had this over a year. Bracelet here. I'm going to put Kodiak Edge on that and give it away. You all want a Kodiak Edge bracelet? And we'll do this new drawing just like I said, okay? Okay, I'm going to make a Kodiak Edge bracelet. We'll do the new drawing the way I told you, just like Darkwaters. I'll stamp this out in less than 3 minutes. And give it away. And we'll put that new drawing in the concept. Get out of here, you little bug. Why are you bugging me? Here we go. Okay. O D I A E. D's already there. G. E's already there. Okay. Check this out, Jerry. This is how you do these stamps. Leave the last one in place. Line the next one up with it. Take the first one out. Leave that one in place. Oh, look at that. I put the D on back upside down. Pay attention, dummy. I'm bad. Shazam. Take my own advice, right, Jerry? Oh, boy. I really messed that up. You know what? I'll make a homemade one. Look at that. I even got it already cut out. I can't give somebody that with that messed up D like that. Oh, boy, I tell you what. All right, back at it. What do we got here? K, D. I like to stand these up so I know what's where. I'm not going to screw it up again. Okay, here we go. I can start anywhere in here now. All right, there's the K. Eyeball the center of that. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, when you do these, you line them up perfectly when you leave the old one in there. Just make sure you put it in the right direction, unlike I did on that D. All right, here's the D. See if I can't screw it up this time. There we go. Shazam. KODI. There's only one way to do the I. Can't screw it up unless they go sideways. A. Well, you know what? That's right. Okay. I thought I did it wrong. Wow, I'm losing it. Okay. Kodiak. Now, I'll put this back in there. I need an E. Here's the E. And then what I'll do, approximate where I want it to be. E. D. See if I get this D backwards, right? All right, Roger. Good night, man. You have a good week too, bro. Be safe. So, that's the D. I almost put the D on upside down again. All right. Here we go. G. Plus, you got to be able to look straight when you do this. All right. Now the E, and I'm done. Okay. I better make it fairly big. So it'll fit bigger wrists too. I figure right there and there. Okay. Right where my thumb is. Too small. These things are cheap, man. The handles break off on them. Punch my holes. I gotta get new bits for these. All right, now I just put my snaps on and the winner can tell me what color he wants. And the bracelets, I don't round over the back, the underside. Well, I can, but I will. You don't have to, is what I'm saying. But this will make it easier to slick. And it looks more professional. All right. Snaps. Man. Thing don't slide anymore. I got one that does. I don't know where the hell I put it though. Hold on, be right back. Whatever. Wish these fucking studs were longer, man. There we go. All right, let's raffle this up. Winner can tell me what color they want. Let's use our new method of drawing. Put this away first. Okay, which one? E, F, G. Where's G at? Where'd you go, G? G, man. Okay. Okay, back to the computer. Now, 1 to 100. Paul says start. Pick a number from 1 to 100. Now watch Paul put up start and watch Paul put up stop. When he puts up start, that's when you put the number up. Whenever Paul's ready. Marty, don't put up your number twice. That's what Darkwater says too. Only put up one number. If you put up two numbers, you're disqualified. If you have two accounts, you're disqualified. Put up a number, Derek. Giving away this Kodiak Edge bracelet. The winner gets to choose the color he wants it. One to 100. Yep. One more minute. One more minute. Paul's going to say stop in 1 minute. Put up a number, Claude. Put up a number, Claude. Okay. You can give it away to somebody, though. Just pick a number. Your choice. You decide who you want to give it to. I already know who you'd pick, too. Pick a number, Claude. Give it away. All right. Time's up. Time is up. There we go. Okay. Remember your number now. I'm going to scroll through and look. See, now I can see the start, see, from Paul. And I know where to scroll up to and then start scrolling down. All right, I'm going to shuffle 4 times. Closest to without going over. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 shuffles. Good luck, everybody. $10. Okay. 7's closest to 10. Barbara Howell. Anybody got 8 or 9? I don't think so. Closest to without going over. I think Barbara Howell's got it. Am I right or am I wrong? Scroll up to the start by Paul and go down. Barbara Howell, 7. Jeff Jackson, 14. He's over. Okay. Barbara Howell's got it. Let me get my pad. Write this down. What color do you want this, Barbara? And if you don't want it, you can donate it to somebody here in the chat. I've got turquoise, I've got blood red, or actually burgundy, and ox blood. It's a little bit darker than burgundy. I got brown, or I got dark brown and saddle tan, which is a medium brown. It could be plain. I can just seal coat it. You want the turquoise? Okay, turquoise it is. All right, I'm going to go back over at my desk over here and stain it real quick. I'm going to do one better for you. I'm going to put I got these turquoise rivets, studs. I'm going to put one in the O. Yeah, one in the O and one on the end. How's that? How's that sound? Good scout carries trap. You're on a roll, Barb. You won twice already. Let me get my gloves on here. Man, everything's falling on me. Man. Little turquoise. Come on. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta get an adapter. Better put the lid on this before I spill it, huh? Holy cow. Man. I got everything plugged in here. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah. Leather turns cool colors when it gets older, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna put navy blue on the edges. Wow. Come on. Wow. Okay. Turquoise with navy blue edges. Put this away. Where's my punch? Here it is. One in the O and one after the E. Look at that. Come on, where's my snap pins at? This one's a little bit bigger of a snap pin. That's okay. As long as it works. This piece of leather. There you go. The only problem is now I got a 7 1/4 inch wrist. This is going to be kind of loose on you. You know what I can do? Tell me what your wrist size is, and I can cut this off and put it back here, because I got 7 1/4 inch wrist. I made it in case of a guy wanted, with a bigger wrist than me. But I can make this side shorter because I got all that room. Wait. Yeah. See here? It's kind of loose on me at 7 1/4. What's your wrist, Barbara? Yeah, put a piece of paper around your wrist and then measure it. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm upside down here. K-O. K-O-D-I-A-K. Edge. Meanwhile, thanks, Todd. All right. I'll keep on moving on here, huh? I wet the whole belt, because if you don't, you'll get inconsistent stain marks. I only got 10 more inches to go on this. No, wait, I forgot to ask. Jerry, so you're the bigger waist. 48, right, on your waist? I can go ahead and cut this now to your length. You got a belt on right now, Jerry? Do you have a belt on right now, Jerry? Take your belt off. And I want you to measure. You got a carpenter's tape or a 48-inch rule? I want you to measure from the hole you use. Okay? Measure from the hole you use, whether it's here or there or wherever. measure from the hole you use, and we'll get this exact. You go all the way to the other side where the belt buckle is. See? And I want you to measure from the hole you use in the belt that you have on to the start of the buckle, which not the end of the buckle, the start. Measure from the start of the buckle to the hole that you use, and we'll get this exactly. You got a belt that you use, go get it. It's going to be small. How small, Barbara? I can cut this off right now and put another snap here. Even if it dangles a little bit, but wrap a piece of paper around your wrist and then take a ruler and measure it. You're in bed. All right, then I'll do 48 inches. So I'm going to do 48 inches. See, there's 5 holes here, remember? So the one in the middle, that's going to be your common. So if you get any skinnier, you got 2 more holes. If you get any fatter, you got 2 more holes, right? So out of the 5 holes, the one in the middle to this part of the buckle, that's actually what your size is. It's not the whole length of the belt. Okay. So remember that, guys. That's how you do that. The size of the belts are determined from this right here, where the leather folds over it, to the middle hole. That's how belts are sized for people. So if you got a 44-inch waist, a 44-inch belt, and commonly when you make belts, if somebody's a 44-inch, then add 6 inches to the length. You know, that includes. So if you take this here and put it back on there, right, from the tip of your belt to the last hole, 6 inches. Okay. So you take that middle hole down to the buckle. That's your waist size. 48. If you got a 44-inch waist, the middle hole of the buckle is always your waist size. So you take that middle hole. And that's why they got 2 holes in that's why they got 5 holes on a belt. In case you grow a couple or you shrink a couple. So now I'm going to go from this middle hole. And I'm going to punch this out again so I know exactly where it's at. All right. One there. One there. One there. One there. And one there. Okay, there's 5 holes now. So I'm going to punch that out. Where'd I put them punches? I need a bigger punch. Did Barbara get her size of her wrist? Did you measure that, Barbara? I think that's a little too big, but oh well. It makes it easier to put it in and out. Wow. That's okay. This is a big buckle. Well, it would be the other way around, coming on it, right? So that'll work. Okay. Good thing about bigger holes too is you can use them big rodeo belt buckles. She said 8.5. No way. Mine's 7.25. Hers is bigger than mine. If it's 8.5, this is gonna work. So I'll measure this. Yeah, it's 8 and it's actually 8.25. From snap from male to female snap. Wow, Captain Cut decided to play a video on my phone without my permission. All right, from the middle of the hole, or from the end of the ruler to the middle of that hole is 8.25. So this should fit her. I can't see how she's measuring herself. That's a pretty damn big wrist, 8.25. That's most big men have an 8.25-inch wrist. Did you get that paper tight all the way around the wrist? Yeah, this is 8.25. And look at me. I'm a guy. And it's loose. See, I got much play. So I think it's gonna work for you. All right. All we gotta do is seal coat that now and let it dry a little bit more. Edge it, slick it. I'll put some antique black on the Kodiak edge. Man, why are these holes so damn big? That's okay. Like I said, bigger belt buckles though. These holes look a lot smaller when you put them on the leather. I should have did a test sample first, but that's fine. I got like a hook buckle. Them work nice for them hook buckles. See that? Makes it easier to grab the bigger buckles, the big round buckles. In fact, I got 2 small holes in this one. I really got to press that buckle in. Okay. One more. Put the damn cutter on there, right, dummy. See, I pre-punch it just to make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay, there we go. Our 5 holes are in. Now, 48 inches to his buckle. I'll cut this, get it ready, and then I'll finish up Barbara's bracelet here. I sure wish I could find my carpenter's tape around here somewhere. You know, I won't be looking for it tomorrow, and it'll jump right in front of my face. I know what I got my ruler in my truck. I'll go get it. Okay. I've got the upholstery ruler here. Had it in my truck. "48 inches from that middle hole. Holy shit, brother. That's as long. I got a lot of stamping to do at that size. Why couldn't one of y'all with a 34-inch waist win this damn thing? 48 inches right there. Okay. Damn, Jerry, you're a big boy. Pack a lot of punch behind that ass, don't you? 46? Okay. Well, I'm 2 inches too long then. Well, that's 2 inches less I got to stamp. All right, that's good. 1, 2. There we go. Now, take the other side of this pattern here. And that, see, in the middle of this slot, this is what folds over now. Them 2 holes line up with them 2 holes. So when I send you this jig, Jerry, you know how to use it. And it tells you here on it. I mean, I'll write everything down for you. So if you use it, you got it. This hole, that hole, this hole, and that hole. Now, I'm going to draw this out. There we go. Get my punch for that. Where's the end of that? I forgot. I gotta cut the end off too. And that, I just use a utility knife. There we go. All right, where you at, damn it? Well, that ain't long enough. But this one here is. That one's too long. That's the case. A little too big. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah. Just punch 2 holes. Cut in between. Get that tape on there. Come on. Ugh, God, Marty. Yeah, where is Fat City? He's been slacking lately. Okay. Now, that's the outside of the buckle. I'll clean that up more when I get that tape off of it. Come on. And these two holes line up there like that. I got to finish stamping this. Just want to show you. And I put Chicago screws in here so you can change out your belt buckles, whatever you want. You can put a cowboy belt buckle on here too if you want. I don't like to rivet them solid because people like to change their buckles out. That's that. I got to edge it all yet first. There's the keepers that come with the belt blank set. That goes between the rivets. The Chicago screws. Let's see how big this belt is. See how big Jerry is. Holy cow, Jerry. This is like 6-7 inches further out from my waist. You a big boy, boy. He was a big boy. So that's that. I'm finish stamping it. But I'm going to stamp till 1 o'clock, and then if I don't get it stamped, since I ain't sending it till Wednesday, I'll go live again Tuesday night and finish it up Tuesday night. You all can watch me finish it up Tuesday night if you want to continue to watch me work on it. Damn it. I think that might have moved on to the other camp. I mean, he didn't want to. What are we talking about? Hey, Gordon, you can save some stamping by putting my name in the middle. Oh, yeah. Oh, I could, yeah. And then I'll just make it like a decorative line. Let me see here. Once it's together and the buckle's on there, it'll be about right like there. So yeah, I mean, now's the time to put the stamping on there. I think Jerry Phillips is too much. I'll just put J Phillips, okay? Or do you want Jerry? No, Fat didn't move on to another camp. He sleeps a lot, man. He's got a YouTube channel he's had already, John. Fat City. It's a music YouTube. I thought somebody said that he started another. I could put Jerry Phillips on there, but I think it'll be past the middle. You know what I mean? If I put Jay Phillips to about here, that'll be about the middle. Because if I put this belt together like you're wearing it, the buckle will be right there. So here's the halfway point, right where my thumb is. So you got this to there. It'll probably work, Jerry. You want Jay Phillips or Jerry Phillips? I mean, I can go to Jerry the Shelby knife guy all the way to the end. Maybe give you little dragons. You know, give you some dragon scales here. Jerry the Shelby knife. You're pushing it, buddy. He started a knife channel. We gave him a name for it. Me and Jerry did. Remember, Jerry, the name? The Alabama Kid or something? He hasn't been around. We haven't been able to ask him. I'll have to call him tomorrow and find out. So, Jerry Phillips. I think that'll work. Jerry, you want Jerry Phillips on it? Or just Jay Phillips? Because the shorter, the more it's going to be toward. Jay Phillips will be right here. That'll be probably dead nuts the middle of your back. Shelby knife guy. That'll work. Okay. All right, get out of here. All of you. Ooh, I hope they don't wake the wife up. I better wet this some more. Maybe it'll be easier. Come on, get back in there. What in the hell is going on here? Get in there. Yeah, I had it upside down. No wonder. Okay. SH. SHE. Oh, John, I've been doing leather work probably for about close to 20 years. Maybe a little under. LBY, correct? SHELBY? Not two B's? Just making sure. I better check that here. Man, how come that E looks higher? What the hell? Sure does. I guess that's the way the damn thing's designed. What the hell? It is. This is skinnier. Gotta be shitting me, man. Wow. Well, you wrote it. One L, yep, okay. B. Shall be. BY. There's Shelby. I need a K. K-N-I-F-E. Here's an I. K. N. I. F. Knife. E. K-N-I-F-E. I. What happened to my F? Here it is. K-N-I-F. Wow, now it looks like the Y dropped. I'm telling you what, man. I mean, this is ridiculous. I got the damn things right on, these two. That's because, see, you got to pay attention to what's going on here. For some reason. There we go. That'll work. I, K-N-I-F. Yep, that's it. Okay. E. That looks cool though, the way I 3D'd that eye. Okay. Now Guy. Come on. Louis posted a link on his channel. For what? Oh, for his. Okay. For fats. G. A B C D E F G. Make sure that's right. There we go, Jared.